I give you a nice little chunk of change, you'll work for me?
The hospital's making an offer for $25,000.
That's a lot of doggone money.
Not for our son's vision.
Thought our new mandate was business first.
I know you're not questioning us. You're a foot soldier, remember that.
You can sign yourself to death row.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love BMF, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight I'm going to be talking about BMF Season 1, Episode 5. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. So down below, I want you guys to leave your quick thoughts, early impressions of this episode. And man, this Episode 5 was very, very good, man. This game plan that Meech put together to get Zoe, in order to get his stash that was stolen from Lamar, of course, it actually worked. Now I dropped the video earlier on in the day. They released that little clip between Lamar and, of course, Saki, played by Lil Zane. So we already knew that your boy Meech had a game plan to get Zoe in order for him to be able to get that stash back. And he played it. He played it up until the very, very end, right? And he got his stash back. Now the crazy thing about this is Lamar's organization, the 12th Street Boys, they're starting to turn because Lamar is very aggressive. He is starting to disrespect his crew members, and everybody is not going to sit back and just take that. They ain't going to take that, man. So of course y'all saw the character Tiny in this episode. He said, you know what? I'm cool. I ain't loyal to nothing. I'm loyal to this money. So he was willing to, of course, work with the Meech. We saw that at the very end of the episode. And this was the same guy that Lamar decided to make an example out of, because he was questioning Lamar. He's like, man, we're in this situation all because of you. You know what I'm saying? You stole the stash. So Zoe is, she's kidnapped. All of this is just the consequences of your actions. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should have a different approach. And Lamar got upset. So he decided to take all his frustrations on him. At the end of the day, Lamar's organization, the 12th Street Boys, they're breaking down because this dude is going off. He's going crazy. And this whole game plan, it messed up the relationship between Lamar and Monique. She was very upset. Now, at first, when I was watching it, I was like, man, even though I knew Monique and Meech didn't have the best, relationship as far as the last few episodes, because, they got into it when Meech came and tried to check Lamar. I think it was like a few episodes back. But for some odd reason, I was like, man, is Monique a part of this? Is she trying to help Meech out? But no, she was not a part of it. Meech actually, he did this game plan without notifying her at all. But at the end of the episode, he was telling her that, of course, he had love for them, that, everything was good. But still, I know Monique was very upset. Y'all saw this in the episode. She's like, look, I am done with Lamar. I'm done with Meech. Of course, she's going to put that blame on Lamar because he is the one that got into all this stuff, and these are the consequences. So that was his weakness. As Meech told Terry, everybody has a weakness. And of course, Lamar, Zoe, Monique, that was his weakness, and Meech took advantage of it, man. He took a complete advantage of it. Quick thoughts, early impressions from your boy Terry. In this episode, he is starting to step up, and he's doing what LaWanda told him. Like, you need to go out and do things on your own. I mean, you don't always need, Meech or anybody else telling you what to do. And of course, we know Terry had to meet with Big L, but he had to do it by himself. It is something that Meech had to understand. As Terry told Meech, he said, look, you had the thing with Pat. You was, running things with Pat. Let me run point with Big L. I am good. You know what I'm saying? I will handle the business. We are a team, so don't worry about that. So I'm glad that Terry was able to do that because he needed this, right? And also we know that Lucille, she found out about the huge secret with Terry, which we already knew this was going to come out. And deep down inside, I honestly believe the parents is already thinking this in the back of their heads. Of course, after everything they've been through, even in this episode when they had the lawyers in there and they had, of course, Terry, his lawyer, the parents, and when those lawyers was pretty much telling Terry, like, look at this car that you got. look at the lifestyle that your brother is living. I mean, you guys most likely looking like y'all some drug dealers. Like, what's going on? Of course, the mom had to say, Terry ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That's all Meech. But she found out the truth at the very end that, man, he is a part of this lifestyle. And I know it hurts her so much that she had to, of course, see that. But it is what it is. So now you're going to see the consequences of what these two boys have done. And based off the next episode's preview, it seems like the family is going to be in some trouble, especially, you know, the way that Lamar is running around. I mean, what else can you expect? It's going to get worse, right? Now, let's get to your girl, Kato. She's able to somehow, some way, you know, ease her way in the episode without revealing her secret. And, you know, everybody else's secrets is coming out, but her secret has not come out yet. And I believe it's going to come out very soon. But with Kato, you can see her actions. It's like she knows she is, you know, she's showing loyalty to Lamar. She knows he is crazy, but you kind of see like, man, like she kind of wants to be a part of Meech and Terry's crew for real. But it's kind of hard for her to really decide what she really needs to do. But she was actually trying to, of course, you know, not let Lamar know the truth about Zoe. She was actually doing her part on that behalf, but she didn't really want to be in that position. But hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, her secret will be revealed. And as I continue to tell you guys, she will, of course, you know, she's going to suffer those consequences, and it's not going to be good. Now, what I did appreciate in this episode is Meech. He finally told Pat, look, we ain't going to be doing business, man. You know what I'm saying? Might as well let us go. We got somebody else. Pat already, you know, he already knew what was going on. It's like, okay, it is what it is. Meech finally told him the rule, and I've been telling you guys this every week. You don't get high off your own supply. I've been saying it every single week. Meech finally told this to your boy Pat. He was pissed off. Pat got pissed off, and he decided to take it out with full aggression. He said, look, I don't want to see you at all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do no business together at all. I don't want to see you. And then Pat, he tried to pull the old okie doke, and he tried to recruit Detective Bryant. Now, it was crazy to see Steve Harris and Wood Harris in the same scene together. They saved that scene for the end of the episode for a reason. That was a special moment, man. A very good scene. Now, Detective Bryant, he showed loyalty to Meech. He's like, look, I don't know who you think I am, but the next time I come up in here and you on your mess, it ain't going to be good. So Detective Bryant, he showed and proved that he has his loyalty set with Meech. But at the end of the day, we know he is tired of all this. He wants to step away from this, but it's getting very, very hard. He has to continue to clean up this mess. Of course, we know the diamond earring that J Mo had was in his car. He got rid of that, of course, but we know that Detective Lopez was all over this. Detective Lopez has been following Detective Bryant. The description said that he's going to get closer and closer to finding out the truth. And now I'm eager to see what Detective Bryant is going to do. I mean, boy, Detective Lopez ain't playing around. But you know how it always goes. The closer you get to the truth and revealing that truth, you know, eventually you're going to suffer those consequences of having that type of power on your hands. So we're going to see what's going to happen to Detective Lopez. At the end of the day, I don't think this is going to end well for somebody. But man, overall, man, episode 5 was very, very good, man. Solid episode in my opinion. You guys let me know, man. I dropped the final predictions and I stated that Lamar in this episode, he's going to start to have a downfall. And as we can see in this episode, that's exactly what happened. Based off the previews for episode 6, it's seeming like his organization is going to be changing. And they're tired of Lamar. They're getting tired of all his mess. So we're going to see what he's going to do, man. But you guys let me know exactly what you thought about this episode. I will be dropping a full recap for you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. And I will catch you guys very, very soon. Well, let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.